I had 30 days to scale this brand from 0 to 10K using only one tool and only in the US market. I was asked to help a small wall art canvas print business with the audit of their meta advertising campaigns. Their previous advertising efforts had been unsuccessful, so the business owner was beginning to doubt whether meta could ever work for his product. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happened week by week. You'll see the exact steps I took, creative angles that failed, the adjustments we made, and ultimately the real results this brand hit after just 30 days. I'm not keeping anything behind the curtain. You'll get the full process, the wins, the mistakes, and the lessons you can apply directly to your own store. Over the past 11 years, I've managed campaigns for hundreds of e-commerce brands, and I've seen both mistakes that drain budgets and strategies that actually scale stores. So the question is, could I scale this brand from 0 to 10K in revenue from Meta within 30 days in the United States market, or it was simply the wrong channel altogether? When I first opened their Meta Ads account, I was shocked. They've already spent 3.7K and brought back just $500 with return on ad spend of like 0.16. Basically, they'd been running unprofitably for 2 months straight and had no idea what was going wrong. Now here's the thing. Before you can judge campaigns, you need a framework. A CPM alone doesn't tell you anything. A 2% CTR might look good on paper, but if your funnel breaks later, you are still losing money. That's why I always start with P&L analysis and forecasting. So I collected all the key inputs: cost of goods sold and variable costs, average order value and lifetime value, planned advertising budget. And here are the results. Also, I mapped out 3 funnel scenarios: pessimistic, optimistic, and realistic, to know exactly which particular CPM, CTR, and conversion rate we needed to make Meta Ads work. With that model in hand, I compared it against our current campaigns. The biggest funnel drop? Between add to cart and checkout, almost 7% completion, when healthy store should see around 60. That told me that the first problem wasn't the ads at all, it was the website. Added multiple payment options, enabled Shop Pay for a faster checkout, highlighted free shipping in the cart, integrated an upsell at the checkout to increase average order value. At the same time, I looked at their top spending campaigns. One was just a single static image crammed with the copy and offers plus a product catalog. No creative strategy, no angles tested, nothing that spoke to the customer. So I built a creative testing plan, analyzing the target audience and preparing 8 different communication angles. By the end of week 1, with just 140 in advertising spend, we generated 920 in revenue, that's 6.55 ROAS compared to 1.64 break-even goal. After strong first week, week 2 was the reality check, and we've got only 1 transaction and ended up with 0.91 ROAS. My first reaction was simple: where exactly is this breaking down? So I dug into the creative performance. What I found was that because our account was still in the learning phase, Meta started allocating more budget to our gift positioning creatives. And those were the exact ads underperforming compared to our P&L forecast. It wasn't a full failure, it was just the algorithm favoring the wrong angles. But that exactly told me where to focus next. Weeks 3 and 4 were about course correction. I noticed that interior-focused lifestyle shots were outperforming everything else. So I went back and analyzed last 3 months of sales data and found a clear pattern. Category-specific creatives tied to passions like sports or travel were consistently stronger. With that insight, I adjusted creative strategy to double down. More variations of the winning ads and fewer resources wasted on weak angles. The results spoke for themselves. We generated 8 transactions, about 2.5K in revenue at a 4.41 in return on ad spend. The volume was still small, but that efficiency was exactly what I wanted to see. And here is why. When your return on ad spend is far above your break-even, you have a room to scale. I knew that as we increased the budget, return on ad spend would naturally drop. But if you are starting this high, you can scale and still stay profitable. We also kept improving the website. I made sure that our product pages had real reviews, clear shipping and return policies, and trust elements that closed doubts right before the checkout. The real breakthrough came in weeks 5 through 8. With enough data behind us, we shifted into scaling mode. We allocated more budget to the best performing ads while monitoring ROAS carefully to stay above break-even. At the same time, we expanded horizontally, launching new creatives and testing fresh offers to keep our results from stalling. That's where the volume kicked in. Across weeks 5-8, we generated 38 transactions, about 12K in revenue, with 2.58 in return on ad spend. Yes, the efficiency dropped compared to earlier weeks, but that's normal when scaling. The important part? Volume and profitability. Together, it added up to almost 18K in revenue in just 8 weeks. I'll be honest, I didn't get this brand to 10K in the first 30 days. But those first weeks gave me the exact learnings I needed to make this scaling possible. First, always start with unit economics. Without knowing your break-even ROAS, you are flying blind. Second, fix your funnel before scaling the ads. Broken checkout, low trust rate, they will kill your performance no matter how good your creatives are. Third, creative strategy beats random ads. Testing angles, cutting losers, and doubling down on bestsellers was the only way to move forward. And those lessons paid off. Today, this brand is running at about 250 in advertising spend, consistently generating a 3 return on ad spend. So while it wasn't 10K in 30 days, it turned into something more important. A scalable growth system that works long-term. If you want to launch or scale your Shopify store this month, we can help you to avoid the hidden pitfalls and critical mistakes that kill most of the projects. This isn't a theory, it's a proven strategy that we worked through with more than 200 clients. You don't need to waste months on trials and errors or burn your budget on mistakes. We handle all the hard parts so you get the results faster and with less stress. Click the link in the description to book a consultation. I'll personally review your project and show exactly how we can take it forward. See you!